In this video, I'll be telling you guys the top 10 tips to making a no money spent my career player. What's going on, guys? For those of you who don't know, my name is JadaKid and I have been live streaming every single day, doing mostly streams on my no money spent player. But by no money spent, I just want to explain what that means. That means I haven't bought any VC whatsoever for my player, and I got him up to a 92 overall from a 60 just purely on playing the game only. So I want to kind of show you my top 10 tips on that today. So tip number one, this is the biggest thing for me. This has probably made my grind so successful. Grind on pro. Play my career on pro only from day one all the way through. I play a little Hall of Fame. Now this is, again, I've done this. This is all my experience. I played a little Hall of Fame and it was almost pointless. Play on pro, shoot your jump shots. Only time I recommend playing on Hall of Fame is if you have a center. If you have a center or like a power forward and you need rebounds, that can help you with the rep. But at the same time, the more points, the more stats, the more numbers you put up, the more successful you're gonna be. So make sure you grind on pro, because I've seen, and others have seen this as well, if you play, you almost get more rep and more VC if you play on pro. And even beyond that, like, you want to make sure you're getting your fans up, because fans will play key later. I'll explain that more in my other tips. Tip number two, since we talked about putting out numbers and getting fans, I want to go into this next tip: endorsements. Endorsements are so key, guys. Endorsement deals help out because they're just basically like random breakaways from the game where you just get VC for like no reason. A brand will hit you up and be like, hey, attend this event, you get 7,500 VC, 2,500 VC, blah, 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 whatever. And I tend to get like 7,500 VC now that I have a bunch of fans. Like, I have over 7.5 million fans. I had like 5 million fans at like a 70, 80 overall just from shooting threes and padding my stats. So again, getting those fans up is key. Make sure you get those fans up as soon as possible. That's gonna get you those numbers, and then you'll be able to transition into my next tip as well. But get those fans up, make sure you're padding those stats and getting those endorsements. My next tip is incentives, guys. The keyest thing for incentives is obviously get them. You want to negotiate them into your contract, but beyond that, you want to also pick ones that make sense. If you're a sharpshooter, please, if you're a pure sharp, don't pick the incentive that says 3 dunks a game. You're not going to get 3 dunks a game, so why would you pick that? You know, you could pick the one that says 20 points in the game, 40 points in the game, 50 points in the game, because if you're playing on pro, chances are you're going to get that if you just, you know how to play, you follow the build, you shoot open jump shots. It's easy. That's simple. Tip number four, make sure you guys are upgrading one thing at a time. I stress this only because if you upgrade one thing at a time, it's more of a focused grind. You know what you're doing. It's not like you're, spending some VC here, spending some VC there. No, calculate how much you need. And if you play that in the game, you'll know I need to score blah, blah, blah points and get blah, blah, blah incentives and just keep balling out because this is what I'm trying to max out. And trust me, it may seem like it takes longer, but dividing up your VC and upgrading like 10 different things at once, it makes things harder, it makes your brain hurt. Just pick one thing and upgrade that to all the way to the fullest, then pick another thing and upgrade that to the fullest. Don't waste your time going all over the place. For me, it just makes me crazy to upgrade like that. I do that even if I was buying VC, I would just upgrade one thing at a time. It's just silly to go all over the place. Don't do that. And then your player will be more focused and better at one skill. Well, let's say you upgrade your sharpshooting. If you upgrade your sharpshooting, you know that you could focus on using your sharpshooting in game, so you could upgrade so one day you are able to dribble. You start with your catch and shooting, then one day you are able to dribble because you started with your shooting to use that to upgrade your ball handling. What I call that is just using your shooting as leverage to upgrade something else. So you want to give yourself some leverage first. And I would say always start upgrading first with the key, your like primary, whatever your primary skill is. So like, say if I'm a sharpshooting playmaker, I would upgrade my ball handling first because that's my primary skill. But you want to make sure you have a way you can score. So obviously, don't be afraid to just put that 3-pointer all the way up first, especially if you're playing on pro, they leave you open all the time. Cash, easy. But you guys want to make sure you're upgrading something that you chose. Okay, so if I'm a slasher, I'm not going to upgrade my 3-pointer first. Simple. Tip number 5, so while you're playing these games, you're gonna be repping up, you're gonna be gaining all this VC. Don't focus on rep, by the way. You don't need to focus on rep. You're playing these games, you're earning VC. Focus on earning VC first. That's a side tip. Wow, I should put that in there. Anyway, but make sure you focus too on your grinding your badges while you're playing these games on Pro. That's gonna also help you. It's gonna provide more leverage for you to score. And ultimately, you just want to get stats. They're going to be more ability. They're going to increase your ability to gain stats. So grind your badges. I mean, if you need catch and shoot gold, you better catch that ball and just be pulling it. If you need Hall of Fame corner specials, you better go stand in the corner and catch the ball. You get both of them at the same time. Boom, catch and shoot gold, Hall of Fame corner specialist, all that, all at the same time. I'm telling you, grind your badges. They will help you to earn VC in the future, so just keep getting your badges up. They're important. So this VC tip right here is kind of like, goes back to what I was saying before about upgrading one thing at a time, but make sure you're saving up your VC as well. Like if you're not going to upgrade on something, don't be afraid to just save it. Like a lot of people have like a sense for like, oh, I got VC, I could buy blah, blah, blah. Should I go buy it? No, 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 save your VC. Save your VC. You're upgrading your player is key. So if you're not upgrading your player, if you're not upgrading that one attribute at a time, save the VC. It's fine to save it. It's fine to have a balance of VC. Save it. You don't need to spend it on little knickknacks that 2K has in the game. They have that in the game, so you'll spend money on the game. You don't need to spend money on the game to have a good time with it. Don't do it. Save up your VC. You ever heard your parents say save your money? It's the same thing. Save your VC. That brings me to my next point, clothes. If you are not 85 or up, don't buy clothes. You do not need to buy clothes. Why are you buying clothes? Walk around in your doo-doo brown shirt and your gray sweatpants. It's fine. Guess what? Your doo-doo brown shirt and gray sweatpants will still allow you to hoop, okay? Do not buy clothes until your player is at least at 85. And, you know, like, you're probably gonna be like, Julian, come on, I wanna look fresh, blah, 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 blah. Do you wanna look fresh and suck? That'd be tough. You walk on the court, you got all these clothes on, you looking flyer than fly, fresher than fresh. You about to take somebody's girl in a basketball game, mind you. Good luck with that. But you suck. You're missing every shot. What are you doing, my guy? No, grind your player, then buy clothes, because then at that point, you got the ability to put some money where your mouth is, some swagger. You could go out there and look good and still shoot the 3 and be cash, or you could dunk on somebody and still look good doing it. And that goes for animations too. Don't be buying them animations if you can't hit a shot. You over here doing backflips and missing. What you look like? Oh, backflip. Look. Fool, don't do that. What are you thinking? Stop, stop, stop. I see you about to buy that animation. Put it down. Remove it from your cart. I see you about to buy that hat. You want a hat that look like this? Grind your player up to a 92 first. Don't you dare buy no VC, buy no clothes or animations with no VC if your player is not at that level. I'm very passionate about that. I'm sorry. I went hard on you guys. My bad. But I'm just very passionate about that because I see people doing it all the time. It drives me nuts. We sort of briefly touched on playing online in that last segment too. So I want to go into this next point by saying, don't play online until you're ready. Like, at least wait till you're like at 80, man, because so you're gonna go play online, you're gonna run with randoms, and you're gonna have a low overall because the only low overall randoms run together because they don't know and they don't have teammates, and people like high overalls aren't gonna want to run with you. So you're gonna just be wasting your time waiting forever to get a game. Don't waste your time. Trust me, I've done it because I'm a YouTuber. I have to run park games to get views. Other than that, I don't get like people don't want to watch all that other stuff. You know what I mean? So I have to run park games, but don't be like me. Go out there, grind your player first, and then bring them online to the park, okay? Then bring them on there and showcase your skills. But until you're like at least 81, 82, 80, like don't bring him up there. Don't do it to yourself, man. Don't do it unless you have a squad you could trust that's gonna carry you. Don't bring him. Don't bring him, bro. Don't, like, it's just gonna be embarrassing. You're gonna be bored. It's a bad gaming experience because everyone's hopping off the spot because nobody wants to run with you. Every time you stand on the spot, they're like, oh, you would have thought I ain't running with you, boy. Like, it's just a bad experience. So trust me, wait, grind, 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 grind. Don't waste your time trying to get park games. And then you just sell your record in the end. And it's really not worth it because people judge. Honestly, it's dumb to me, but people do it. They judge by your record on 2K all the time. That's basically the only way to judge someone's skill level in 2K nowadays, right? Is to just see what their record looks like, because that defines them as a player. We don't account for other circumstances at all. We just look at their record and say, oh, positive, they're good, negative, they suck. And that's just what it is. And since we were talking about playing online, let's make it even better. Let's get even deeper on this. Play with a team that fits. If that team don't fit your play style, don't play with them. Don't, because 2K is all about chemistry, man, and like running online is all about having team chemistry, figuring things out with each other, defense, switching, sliding, left, right, like what side of the screen you're playing. Like, it's all about chemistry. If you don't have chemistry with a team, you're not gonna win games. You're not gonna win games. Like for me, I don't talk on my streams and we still win games because I have a sense of unspoken chemistry with these people. Like, we have unspoken chemistry. We just know what each other are gonna do most of the time. I don't necessarily say you need, I don't mean to say you like need spokenless just like a connection in your brain, like some telepathy to know, oh, he's gonna cut down, let me hit him as he cuts down. No, you just need to, if you're gonna talk. If not, just run with builds that just complement your build. That's all I'm saying. I don't think you should run with 3 point guards on the park. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't want to have 3 playmaking point guards on the park playing with each other on the same team. That just won't make sense at all. You will get run on. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So yes, I'm saying don't run with randoms. As much as I hate to say it, because I've been a random, don't run with randoms. If you're trying to do a no money spent grind, don't run with randoms. Only time I run with randoms is if I'm running with subs, and most of the time they're not randoms. They know that I need the ball. They know I need the ball. Give me the rock. I need the rock to do something with it, so they give me the rock. Last and not least, for my final tip, my most important one, guys, I didn't do this in any particular order by any means, but I definitely saved the best for last. Focus. Focus. Did I spell that right? Whatever. Focus. Focus on one player. And I don't mean necessarily that you have to play with that one player in my career all the time. If you have another player that's already good, and like, let's say he's like a 94, 95, he has a max contract, and you get a bunch of VC for playing with him. My point is, do not, if you're grinding a no money spent player, don't spend VC on your other players. If you're grinding a no money spent player, any VC you make goes to that player. That's it. Don't put out no my GM, my league, whatever. I don't know everything, my team, all that. Don't put no VC in any other mode. If you're grinding a no money spent player, put it on that player, period. Don't put it on no other players. Don't put it on nobody else. That one player gets all the VC. Okay? I'm interested to see what you guys can do with this, man. It's such an awesome grind. It sucks in the beginning. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck starting out, but like, once you're accomplished, man, and you guys like get through it, you're gonna be like, man, I did this all by myself. And I'm anti VC glitch. Like, I have never done a VC glitch. I would not do a VC glitch. I'm all against all that. I'm against all that. In the past, I used to be all for it, but now I feel like it takes away from my sense of achievement and accomplishment. My goal is to go 99, no money spent. So I want to see how many of you guys can meet me there and do the same thing, man. And this video is here to help you guys do that. So make sure you smash that like button, spam the subscription button if you're not subscribed already. Share this with your friends, help them grind their no money spent players as well. Let's stop spending money on 2K if we don't have to, all right? I'm out now, guys. Make sure you keep grinding, keep chasing your dreams, man. Nothing worth having comes easy. Peace.
The dreams are running, so we catching up. It's about that time you listen up. Don't worry about haters till you get enough. Stay hungry, count till you blessing up. Jada Kid, yeah, we chasing dreams. You reap what you sow, so you give what you receive. Get the money, get the guala, be a champion. Like a Sonic